Off the bar, I'm too persistent. Whipping comment, no cast. Get it on my own, no collab. But a bar with me, that's a body bag. Yo people, we telling them it's your boy man Line Jazz back again with another reaction. Man, I've got Ocean Wisdom firing the booth part 2. You man know how to do this one, blood. Ever since I've started this channel, he's been a regular on the channel. I've had some reactions that I've got blocked by him. You know what I mean? It's a bit booky. Some get blocked, some don't, blood. But this is a fire in the booth, you know what I'm saying? I know it's gonna go through because gets blocks on my ish as well. But when I did his fire in the booth, that went through because a fire in the booth is basically Charlie's lost property, you know what I mean? But Ocean Wisdom, thanks for having me, Charlie. Big up everyone locked in. Standard. Obviously I reacted to his man. But if you type in my Line Jazz, Ocean Wisdom, you'll see a few things. But I got a kind of a decent catalog with with my reactions and all of that. But I don't like to see previews. Let's just get into it. Part 2. But as I said, I reacted to part 1. Go watch it.
I know you're gonna dig this.
Oh yeah, perfect.
Oh man, it's got to that all important time of the show.
Yeah, I can do it as well, blood. Now I got effects as well, Charlie. And what?
Okay.
Son of a bow. What? Like, yeah. And what? Now, thinks he's the only one on demand as well. I got my sound effects on demand as well, fam. Sky blood. Thinks he's sick.
Oh man, it's got to that all important time of the show once again. My favorite part of the show. Fire in the booth. Biggest freestyle platform on the planet. Heritage is real out here. And tonight we got something for you. I know anytime this man steps in the building it's about to be epic.
Trust me.
Real wordsmith.
Whoa, Ocean Wisdom, you weren't supposed to chat there. He's trying to introduce you, innit? When he says your name and the camera pans you, that's when you speak, you know what I mean? Well, you shouldn't have spoken yet, fam, you know what I'm saying? Just saying.
Trust me.
Real wordsmith. Ultimate lyricist. Ocean Wisdom in the building!
Skyline, Charlie.
You ready for this, bro?
I'm ready, bro. I got something for you.
I feel like you got something special.
Yeah, my thing, bro. Ocean, you already knew Ocean Wisdom was kind of tall. He wasn't a short guy, blood, but he actually looks taller than I thought, blood. He got some height on him, blood. Still.
Skyline, Charlie.
You ready for this, bro?
I'm ready, bro. I got something for you.
I feel like you got something special as well.
Trust me.
You got that look about you, mate.
Yeah, man.
You know what time it is when you hear this, right? Now it's time to rumble.
Hey.
Hill Miami, repping for the Manchester Massive.
Yes.
Trust me.
Ocean Wisdom in the building.
Ready for this one, child?
When I come through to petition, hyperpatient, innovation, synopation, hit a patient with a ration, indication. Yeah.
Hey.
Ocean Wisdom flows.
I can't wait, man. Let's go, bro.
Yeah. Listen. Yeah. Look. If any man put one hand on my sister, his mum soon crying hysterical. And I really mean terry as fuck, I don't mean no chocolate, orange or venables. Chance of survival's minimal, very small, literally infinitesimal. Better move that decimal place to the way to the right, come and take us impeccable.
What did he say? What? I don't know what he said, blood. He's on here showing his intellectualism. Like, I don't know, blood. He's showing that he's smart or something, blood. No, blood. You know what I'm saying?
And I really mean
school flows, blood. Yeah.
Terry as fuck, I don't mean no chocolate, orange or venables. Chance of survival's minimal, very small, literally infinitesimal. Better move that decimal place to the way to the right, come and take us impeccable. So I moved this face to the right when I broke his jaw, now he can't eat edibles. Yeah, back looks spreadable, but I wanna know if she's past her medical. That info's invaluable in the pursuit of a healthy testicle. Hey, move.
Whoa. Relax. But he's questioning. He's questioning certain. I think you might know what he's questioning, blood. You know what I'm saying?
Better move that decimal place to the way to the right, come and take us impeccable. So I moved this face to the right when I broke his jaw, now he can't eat edibles. Yeah, back looks spreadable, but I wanna know if she's past her medical. That info's invaluable in the pursuit of a healthy testicle. Hey, move from me, girl, that's comical. I don't configure with none of your chemicals. Bro, dip man in his abdominal like he was trying to prove metal was bendable. You said my imagery's horrible, I told you go sit on something cylindrical. I wish that the bar was higher in the game and I don't know why it's so acceptable. Try to know anybody I sign, gonna be motivated and highly invisible. It's not beef, you're a vegetable. Try to know anybody I sign, gonna be motivated and highly invisible.
Wisdom Records, mad thing.
It's not beef, you're a vegetable. My IQ's too high, so I'm professional. But if I come for you, it's terrible. I'm ferocious, my defense impregnable. Hey, have you got a life for this ethanol? I'm finna burn this whole crew in general. Cause nobody does it more technical. My next project is due to be seminal. I need a brain that never dies. I need a PA that's tricentennial. That means for the next 300 years at least.
What these words, bro? You said about 3 words. I'm just like, what the hell is he talking about, bro? Okay, but calm though. You know what I'm saying, bro? Spin my head in it.
Brain that never dies. I need a PA that's tricentennial. That means for the next 300 years at least I'm a rhyme incredible. If I slapped her in the face these days, would it really be that unethical? Cause I know you're spiritual, but what's that got to do with the little man's genitals? That means for the next 300 years at least I'm a rhyme incredible. If I slapped her in the face these days, would it really be that unethical? Cause I know you're spiritual, but what's that got to do with the little man's genitals? Some of these men are despicable and their actions all indefensible. And they wanna try claim it's unusual, but we all know it's not unconventional. Preying on the small and susceptible, can't we just put them in a chair that's electrical? Wanna see smoke? Unheadable, come a compassion for them imperceptible. Got a nigga on smoke from Senegal and he said fear is inexpressible. But for some it's unsuppressible, so they just run trip and become gettable. Now it's problem, skeletal, skiddy, all damage, survival, skeptical. Hey, it weren't really a ching and Charlie, I'd describe it as more of a spectacle. I told bro cover is spectacle, so to detectives he's indetectable. How the fuck am I here accessing it when the sign just read it's inaccessible? I only like digging out wet and stretchable, not the brown and spherical. Imagine if I got their energy irritable, calm pan-dimensional.
Listen, the way he's spinning certain words is ridiculous. But I don't know how to feel about this, blood. This is brazy, blood. I don't appreciate this guy trying to come on here and try to blag my head. Normally when Ocean Wisdom's spitting, he comes cold and I get 80% of it, 90% of it. You know what I'm saying? But the way he's coming with certain words, it's like I'm following, you lost me. I'm following, you've lost me again. Alright, calm, we're on the same track. Okay, we met back up, blood. Now we're on the same road again. Okay, now you've drove me off, blood. I don't know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying, blood? Like, I'm just here, innit? I'm just a passenger, blood, in this crazy ride, fam.
Not the brown and spherical.
Pause.
Imagine if I got their energy irritable, calm pan-dimensional. I seem to be insusceptible to the temptations of a next Jezebel. I ain't really into your space.
Say that again.
I seem to be insusceptible to the temptations of a next Jezebel. I ain't really into your space, more I predict that coalition regrettable. Cause you see I'm trying to act more respectable. I'm CEO trying to be more sensible. Plus they got a castle in Sentinel and I'm trying to storm the gates without a general. And this war was preventable, but they had to offer slave deals to the rescue. Why them man so a general? And this war was preventable, but they had to offer slave deals to the rescue.
But what? This war was preventable, then also
Trying to storm the gates without a general. And this war was preventable, but they had to offer slave deals to the rescue. Why?
But they have to offer something to the rest of you. I don't know what those 2 or 1 word was, blood. I don't know. One more time.
Let's storm the gates without a general. And this war was preventable, but they had to offer slave deals to the rescue. Why them man so suggestible? I know naivety is unintentional, but you gotta be more intellectual. What they offered is reprehensible, is what I'm saying apprehensible. Check numericals, get hypotheticals. Better hope your stats dependable. Gotta show them that you're indispensable. When signing off theoreticals, make sure all your stats accessible. What I'm saying apprehensible. Check numericals, get hypotheticals. Better hope your stats dependable. Gotta show them that you're indispensable.
That's all that matters these days as well, bro. No matter the industry, by the way, blood. Just numbers, fam. As long as your numbers are good, calm, bro. Don't even matter if the surface is alright, but as long as you're producing them numbers and that's it, blood, cool, blood. You got it.
When signing off theoreticals, make sure
talent don't really matter these days, fam. You know what I'm saying?
all your stats accessible. Cause the more accessible you are, it's gonna make them man way more flexible. Next thing you're playing at festivals and you gotta make sure the bidding is preferable. But leave that shit to your agent and find an agent with ethics identical. Cause as far as promoters concerned, you as the artist are unaddressable. Next thing you're playing at festivals and you gotta make sure the bidding is preferable. But leave that shit to your agent and find an agent with ethics identical. Cause as far as promoters concerned, you as the artist are unaddressable.
Cold, blood. You're dropping gems on people's head and that, blood. Cause you know the young artists them are listening, blood. You're not saying, or just artists in general, blood. And if you don't know, now you know, blood. You know what I'm saying?
My depth of knowledge symmetrical to the square footage of American correctionals. She want deep throat on this tentacle like she don't know dick undigestible.
The way she died, this tentacle, don't know it, undigestible.
Cause far as promoters concerned, you as the artist are unaddressable. My depth of knowledge symmetrical to the square footage of American correctionals. She want deep throat on this tentacle like she don't know dick undigestible. Her blood, it was unforgettable till I forgot it right as I was telling you. My influence is so pivotal, everything I drop is a collectible. These arms aren't injectable, tell COVID that I'm uninfectable. Well done in your top 10 pussy, try know that your album was just respectable.
He came on some option, you know, like when you go to a museum, yeah, and you look at something, you're like, what the hell is this? And it's just like some lines, bro, or someone just took a pen and just threw it at it, blood, and just like dipped it in purple, threw it, dipped it in red, threw it, dipped it in this, threw it. Or someone dipped themselves in like different colors of paint, blood, and then just like rolled over the... That's what that was right there, but it was just cold either way, you get me? Like, I don't know exactly what it was, but whatever it was cold, blood, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? It was fire, yeah. Fire, fire,
Are you are something else, bro? I just pre what you done there. You just done like a whole 3-minute freestyle using the same rhyming word, but not repeating any of the words that rhyme.
Trust me.
That is wow.
Universe first.
Wow. And you did that in one take. I was like, what? You want to warm up? He's like, no. Just put on the beat, fat guy.
Yeah, you got to shout out the people though that not even necessarily know their flaws, but they know that they're in a certain place where certain people might try to use something against them, so they own it. You know what I mean? Like if I already know that I'm fat and you know what I'm saying, like you can't really hurt me, because I already said the things to myself, but you know what I'm saying, I know I'm this person, I'm accepting who I am kind of thing, you get me?
That's the first time I rapped out loud since 2019 as well.
I see you trying to catch your breath for a minute.
Yeah, man, exactly.
But you still made it.
Rusty.
You made it, though.
Yeah, trust me.
And that was epic as well.
Big up, G.
But we got more though.
Yeah, we got another one. Let's run this one. It's a bit of fun, this one. Yeah.
Can I just say, by the way, you wouldn't really hear a UK artist on this kind of beat. This is more international, US or somewhere else kind of thing. I can hear J1 on this, but that's pretty much the only type of person I can hear on this beat. Just saying, fam. Like, he came into a finding booth, did what he just did. Now he's coming on to a next thing, and it's not something that you're accustomed to in this country. Just saying. Keep that in mind. Ocean wisdom. Different.
Yeah.
Ocean is gone, bro.
Yeah, I'm a real brother, no deal, brother. Can't sign Wizzy for less than $1 million, brother. Obviously, I'm not in the field, brother. I'm reminiscing on rappers I've killed, brother. Me and my doggies, everyone I see. Look at our car keys, come in a black coupe, left in a Rari. I'm a kill, brother. Me and my dog.
Never realized it at first, blood. You know, the man them that have girls and that and just constantly smiling all the time, blood, just so you can see it. I didn't notice it, blood.
Doggies, everyone I see. Look at our car keys, come in a black coupe, left in a Rari. I'm in a black suit, getting panada.
Car key, you know, like the colour, blood. I thought he was gonna do a little play on words in that, but he didn't, fam. You know what I'm saying? But you don't need to play on everything, you get me?
For less than $1 million, brother. Obviously, I'm not in the field, brother. I'm reminiscing on rappers I've killed, brother. Me and my doggies, everyone I see. Look at our car keys, come in a black coupe, left in a Rari. I'm in a black suit.
Double entendre.
You getting panani? 120 on the M way. If I got a pack, then it's 50 on the M way. Middle lane, back car, flow the M&M way. I pay for delivery, I got a template. Are you listening? Just paid me 6 figures in dividends. That means me killing it is the inference. Never could another brother come and mimic him, ayy. See the stomach and I kick it in, ayy. Now we on the granny kind of fidgeting, ayy. Rosenberg give wizard spin, ayy. But he say it's wicked and it's brilliant. And with a bumper, too much bumper. Bounce when I humper. Watch when the ball sat, whack off the clear. It's a tumper. I do pontoon, no jumper. If you're on a pontoon, don't.
That song is under arrest.
Listen. When I made my first tune, yeah, my first ever tune, which I released one day, but I feel like it's on the internet. I won't tell you where, because I've written like what 9 tunes. I'm currently on like my 10th, blood. Eventually, I'm gonna go into a studio, record all of them, and release them. My first ever tune, blood. It was on that kind of timing, blood. You know, the balls hitting on the and the certain people that I put a disclaimer on social media and said, don't listen to this song if you're my family, if you're an auntie or whatever. Don't listen to this. Certain aunties still took their fast and listened to it, and they I had like a whole 30-minute conversation on, oh, you shouldn't disrespect women, blah blah. Obviously the way I was talking about ladies in the song, that's not actually how I treat it, you know what I'm saying? But it's my first song, and I basically challenged myself. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna make a song for the man them. So that's why I went on that kind of lane, bro, you know what I'm saying? But that right there, the way he just put everything cold.
Never could another brother come and mimic him, ayy. See the stomach and I kick it in, ayy. Now we on the granny kind of fidgeting, ayy. Rosenberg give wizard spin, ayy. But he say it's wicked and it's brilliant. And with a bumper, too much bumper, bounce when I humper. Watch when the ball sat whack off the clear, it's a thumper. I do pontoon, no jumper. If you're on a pontoon, don't jump off, ayy. Life gets better in summer, ayy. I ain't trying to end up a nutter, ayy. Give me that bread with that butter, ayy. Yeah, I've been pressing his mother, impressed her with elegant barber. Market stuff like venison chaga, spice my in, trying to pepper that carpet, get it? I'ma leave lettuce all smothered, aubergine in any compartment. Trying to wipe off that evidence afterwards, actually leave no creme in apartment. Gross, realest nigga you seen on the coast. Only the gal can call a man Osh. Only the victims know I told. Perfect. No totem pole, I'm spinning my totem, something like.
I said only the gal can call me Osh. You know why, blood? You know what I'm saying? You know why.
Creme in apartment. Gross, realest nigga you seen on the coast. Only the gal can call a man Osh. Only the victims know I told. Perfect. No totem pole, I'm spinning my totem, something like Leo. So fast that you heard a Neo. So fast that it just stood still. And I swear to God, if this thing don't topple and fall, then life ain't real. It didn't, so fuck how you feel. Still dot with dogs, Cruella de Vil. I clutching cars while they do the deal. It's a bit reckless still, should've kept it real. Now I'm at your neck like Epstein's orange overrules. Overrule, I'm over real. Till a brethren chill, I'm a quick fan cuff. That's humble pie, I don't like how it looks, but I take one bite, might tell a man shush. Long time I ain't been in a debt. Long time I ain't fearing a threat. Since like 07 I've been just walking around, saying it with my chest. In the ballpark of the region, I'm on, it's a trip. What you expect? Think I got this good from a 1-2 set. You mad? This technique come with a stretch.
Yo, 1000%, bruv. This technique does come with a stretch, bruv. But the way this guy be just going on to different floors, bruv. Like normally people would say about 5-10 bars before they go to the next one. This guy says 1, then switches, then 2, then switches, then 3, then switches, then go back to 1. And when I say 1, I mean bars. He says 1 bar switches the floor, 2 bars switch the floor, 3 bars switch the floor, go back to 1 bar, switches it again. Does 5 this time, switch it. This time does half a bar, switches it again. It's brazy, blood. It's brazy, fam. Literally, blood. Literally, blood. He's doing Olympics, acrobatics and that on the track.
Fearing a threat since like 07 I've been just walking around, saying it with my chest. In the ballpark of the region, I'm on, it's a trip. What you expect? Think I got this good from a 1-2 set. You mad? This technique come with a strip. 100,000 hours and counting, brother. I built this mountain. You're having a laugh if you don't count him as clearly the best. No, I'm not doubting.
Also, I gotta shout out Charlie Sloth because I realized that Charlie Sloth musically, he knows a lot. You get me? But at the start there, when I just saw his face, I was like, what's going on here? He looks like uninterested, not necessarily uninterested, but it's like he was trying to figure out what he's doing, and that's exactly what he's doing. He's trying to figure out what he's doing, because at the end of it, he said exactly what he was trying to do in that, blood. But his face there, I feel like some people would get it like kind of misconstrued, kind of, bro. Like his looks uninterested. He don't even look like he's enjoying the thing, but he's just calculating. That's all. He's just calculating. But he's a music man, 100%, fam. You can tell, blood.
Wait,
from there.
Are we fucking up pouting? I'm trying to step right out of these Calvins. How you do that so good, it's astounding. I'm trying to make cut like a fountain. Call my accountant, told him to count it. I ain't been locked up, but I'm about it. You brothers just rap about it. I got scars from stashing it.
Yo, that's what I'm saying, blood. Certain man on the other day, obviously that was kind of joking at the same time, blood, but I was watching Filthy Fellas, and I think Specs was chatting to Miles and tell him that he's not a bad man because he hadn't been to Penn, blood. But I'm like, being to Penn, that doesn't, you know what I'm saying? Just because you don't have to go to state penitentiary, you don't have to go to Penn, you don't have to go to prison, be in juvie to be able to handle your biz at the end of the day, bro. You know what I'm saying, fam? That's not what defines it. Well, they were joking at the same time, you know what I mean?
Encounters, cause back then I just stand my ground, no matter who trying to attack me. Remember them times on the back street, I was just dragging man out of the taxi. Remember them times I whack man's head off the curb or shot floor casually. I just whack 6 man up angrily and make them backflip with no trampoline.
By the way, you know how mad that is to drag a man out another man's taxi because you're disrupting someone else's business. You're making it inconvenience for them not to get paid, bro. So at the end of that, taxi driver can come out there and be on any type of vibe he wants because you're disturbing his business. You may have also vandalized his whip in the process as well, which he's gonna have to now, you know what I mean, face the consequences for when he goes back to HQ. That's brazy. That is very brave to mess with another man's money. Just saying, like.
Man's head off the curb or shot floor casually. I just whack 6 man up angrily and make them backflip with no trampoline. Went from whacking man up to Glastonbury, bagging man up to bank receipts, bagging it up to grams of weed. Just sat there for the man and for me. so long time I ain't fearing a threat. Long time I ain't been in the debt. Had to switch that bar, cause the bar too nice and the puss too tight and the puss too wet. Long time I ain't struggled for sex. Long time I ain't holding my ex, trying to slow this down, take extra steps. Can't hold me back, cause you know what's next. In the ballpark of the region, I'm on, it's a check. What do you expect? From I got this good from a 1-2 set. Are you mad? This technique come with a stretch.
He's on fire. He's on fire.
Wow! Wow! My house, you winning it up! You, my guy, you move like an alien.
Trust me.
Sometimes I wait a minute, man. It takes me a minute just to recalculate. You know what I mean?
I feel you, bro. I feel you, bro. It's loud chat.
And that right there, that right.
Wait. So let's check something, fam. Okay. So we had a couple, blood. I was gonna say, when was the last time we had a 10-minute fire in the booth? But obviously, Corrupt FM that did their thing. Chile Banks kind of as well. I reacted to that Chile Banks one as well. Go watch that, and also Escobar's. Okay, because you don't really see the 10-minute thing a lot, you know. But furthermore, AJ Tracy and this guy, they're basically twins. Let's get back into it, though.
That is what we like to call fire in the booth, and that is
Nah, it's not done though. It's not done.
the prime example of how a fire in the booth should be done.
Come on.
So, bro, it's been locked down for a minute. What's life been like for Ocean Wisdom during lockdown?
Bro, you know me, like, I'm a writer, innit? So I've just been writing just more than I would usually, which is saying something, bro. I've just been constantly on it, but yeah, it's been long, but I'm looking forward to things switching around, you know. I definitely did some learning, some good learning, so.
What's one thing you learned about yourself?
I learned that musically, I'm very organized compared to like keeping my yard clean, for example. Like, I might have to pay a cleaner to come do that, but you know what, blood? The way man organized my thing to get my album out, brother, like, obviously doing that in lockdown, it's long, innit? It's proper long, and obviously, you know, you have to do it with certain things in your mind, like limitations and stuff. So, you know, doing that, achieving that was important for me. Obviously, I got my label, so it was important to be able to release a project, especially in a difficult time. So, yeah, I learned lots of stuff about that, like releasing music and all the important stuff.
Now we're slowly starting to come out of the lockdown thing. What's the one thing you're most looking forward to doing that you've not been able to do for the last year?
I'm looking forward to just more casual lifestyle around meeting up with people. It seems a bit regimented and a bit like some weird future, some weird dystopian future, like in some Netflix thing, like sci-fi thing. Like I want it to go back to feeling a bit more natural. Do you know what I mean?
It's mad out here.
Yeah, man.
But we're near the end,
Mr.
bro.
Mandem, bro.
I'm Mr. Mandem, bro! Hey, bro, you're killing it. Fans are coming through, Ocean, man.
It's love, bro. It's
That
love.
was cold. So I hope you enjoyed that fire in the booth. What you gotta do now is click here to subscribe.
As you said
Click
right
here
there, though,
to
you know what I'm saying? He hopes things get back to normal, and things are getting back to normal, blood. You know what I'm saying? Certain restrictions are getting loosened. So I posted yesterday on my channel and that for a community post that if I miss a couple of days, 2-3 days out of the week, it's because things are getting back to normal from. You know what I'm saying? Food off in yam, bill off in play, blood, money off in milk. You know what I'm saying? Gyal off in get. Well, we'll leave that one for private, behind closed doors and that, blood, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was your Where My Line Jazz. Hope you enjoyed that one, you know what I'm saying? Shout out Ocean Wisdom 10 times. And I'll catch you man in the next one, bro. That was a breath of fresh air, blood. 10-minute freestyle, constantly cold, blood, on a consistent basis, fam. And there was no dry moments in that, blood. You know what I'm saying? That was... Fire! 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 In a good, blood. Off the bar, I'm too persistent. Whipping comment, no cast. Get it on my own, no collab. But a bar with me, that's